I'm here with Cody Kinsley and Mike Kane. They're the match directors for the 2016 South Dakota Steel Classic. Mike, what can we expect to see on the course?
It's going to be 2 days of fire. It's going to be a mix of prone and positional stages, a lot of natural barriers. The way we looked at it, there's only one stage that wouldn't have a practical hunting application. You would see it in nature at some point in time. You're going to see a lot of different targets, a lot of different ranges. People are going to be shooting a lot of different wind angles over the 2 days.
A lot of good shooters showing up. Exciting. What do you think about the level of competition?
Well, absolutely. You know, we've had guys, we're hovering to expect right around 100 shooters, and we got them traveling from all the way from the West Coast. The Oklahoma guys have made the trip up. We're finally returning serve to them for our 12-hour drive from South Dakota down to them. We expect guys to come out here, and they're going to hit our X steel targets and our JC steel targets. And man, the level of competition is probably going to be like nothing we've seen in South Dakota yet today.
Absolutely. First PRS event in South Dakota. Definitely looking forward to it. Precision reloading, myself, glad to be a part of it.
Impact. Target 2.
Shooter ready.
Shooter begin.
Impact.
Hey, I'm Trent Hagen with Precision Reloading. Got Jake Bibbert with JC Steel Targets here today at the South Dakota Steel Classic. And Jake, how's the match going?
Oh, it's an awesome match. You know, we really have a good time out here. The scenery is beautiful. We got some nice green grass to shoot on. I'm having a great time.
All right, here with Jim C. He just got done with the U.S. Optics Troop Stage at South Dakota Steel Classic. Can you kind of give us a little bit of rundown of how that went, what the stage was like?
Well, in this match, we're shooting the same stages both days. They're just cut a half minute by the second day, so we got to shoot a little quicker. So I kept my dope from yesterday. Obviously, the wind's a lot different than it was yesterday.
Got Nate Onis with me here at the South Dakota Steel Classic. Nate just came off the spinner stage. Nate, tell us a little bit about that course.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The name of this game is you have to impact the left 2 targets first with 1 round apiece at 200 yards. Once you successfully engage those 2 targets, you move off to the spinner, and you have to engage the top spinner first, move to the bottom, and try to get it to do 1 complete revolution.
Awesome. It's yeah, definitely one of the funner stages, it seems like. Definitely one of the harder ones here.
All right, this is Rick Reeves. He just came off of the Night Force Troop Stage. Rick, can you kind of give us a little bit of a breakdown of how that stage went and how you shot it?
We tried to use the wind from the previous stage on the long targets to gauge the wind because the stages are virtually side by side, but it was not the same. We got the wind on the short targets, but as we got further out, it just would not work. We thought the wind was from, or at least I thought the wind was right to left, and I got far enough, I shot one of the flashers, so obviously that was not the right wind, but
yep.
The further out you go, the more difficult it gets, obviously.
Yep.
Impact. 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 Good job.
Is everybody familiar with where the target is? Same spot as yesterday. 640 yards out that way, right next to it, right off to the left of the trees.
Left or right target?
We will be shooting the left target today. Left target today.
Impact.
30 seconds. Ceasefire.
Tell us about the course of fire.
So the course of fire, we did 13 or 14 stages yesterday. We had a wide mix of some long range stuff, and yesterday we had some 20 to 25 mile an hour winds. It was just awesome to shoot and see how you're holding 4 and sometimes 5 mil at the long range stuff.
We got done real early yesterday. I think it was around 2:30, 3 o'clock. I like the way the stages are set up. Not a lot of walking. I mean, we probably walk a mile a day shooting this match.
The best stages that I've seen so far have been the prairie dog stage and the fenced-in stage have been my favorites.
The match format's fantastic.
Okay.
It's a mix of prone and a mix of positional. Good stages, times are right, target size is good, and great ROs.
Yeah.
Great match all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've all been good stages, challenging stages. You know, the prone stages are challenging. We got 4 troop lines that are, you know, every one of them has their own individual challenge. The range here really lays out nice because we're getting to shoot in a variable of wind because we're shooting east to north to west. You know, so it's been a good challenging match. It's not like a straight square field where you're always shooting one direction. So it's challenging getting on the new wind calls every stage you hit.
Yep. Yeah, we're shooting 270 degrees here, depending on the stage you're on. And we have one stage where you might have 3 different wind calls where the targets are at on one troop line. So
Some of my favorite stages, we have the you know, the spinner stage where you shoot a couple targets and then you shoot a spinner down below at about 300 yards. I really like spinners. You know, just a ton of fun. We got rooftops and barricades and you know, corral kind of stages. You know, a great mix here in South Dakota.
I like all the prone stages, obviously. The rooftop stage was a good stage for me. But stuff that I practice all the time, obviously, is going to be better.
Yep.
Anything prone, the troop lines and the rock stage, those are all great stages.
Yep.
All great stages.
we tried to kind of keep all the stages where they're kind of practical. I mean, if you're in a hunting situation, you'd be able to shoot it.
Exactly.
Shooter ready? Ready. Spotter ready? Time starts now.
Impact.
Very nice. Nice round, boss.
He might have been able to foretell a little bit because he built these trophies himself, was pretty proud of them. But Jake Vibert was first place at South Dakota Steel Classic.
Jake, tell us about the match.
I loved it. You guys put on a great match. First year here in South Dakota. Just a beautiful ranch it's on. Some really awesome green grass and awesome, you know, awesome courses of fire.
Second place is John Griswold.
John from South Dakota, nonetheless, is here at our inaugural event. John, thoughts on the first PRS match in South Dakota?
Great to finally have a match of this level in South Dakota. Have 100+ competitors show up from around the country. I get to shoot with these guys a lot in other areas, but it's great to have them come here, see South Dakota, bring some business here, and have a great high-level competitive match.
In third place is Travis Stevens.
Travis, yet again, 30 minutes from your home, South Dakota. Travis runs TS Customs, one of the up-and-coming, if not already, premier builders, gun builders in the U.S. Travis, what's it like to have a match this close to home?
Well, there can't be a whole lot of people that ever slept in their own bed for a PRS match, but certainly can't hurt. It's really cool to have an event of this level, save us from traveling all over the country for one more anyways, and getting some top-end guys here to shoot with. I think it'll be good for our local shooting community as a whole. A lot of local guys here, ROs that are going to start shooting some matches. It's a good deal to see this kind of a level event in the Midwest and especially this close to home.
We're here at the South Dakota Steel Classic presented by Precision Reloading with their 4th place finisher, Jim C. Jim, can you kind of give us an idea of what your thoughts are on the match?
Well, I think the match went really well. I mean, we've had, I probably shot 30 or 40 matches in the last 4 years, and this ran as well or better than most. You guys did a great job. I mean, really did. Course of fire was challenging, varied a lot over the course of fire. We had a lot of barricades, prone stages, improvised barricades, you know, natural settings, rocks, things like that. The flow of the match went really well. Not a lot of confusion in the shooters. They knew where they needed to be, when they needed to be there. The ROs did a great job of funneling everybody through, you know, without being, you know, overbearing or rude or anything like that. They just kept the flow of the shooters moving really well. I mean, when you finish the first day around 2:30 and the second day around 1:30 and fire between 180 to 200 rounds, I mean, that's a good weekend.
Jim was integral in helping us get this as a PRS sanctioned match, and we want to thank him for what he's done to help us out and help us get the level of shooters here in South Dakota and showcase to our state and the shooters here that what the Precision Rifle Series is and where shooting can really go here in the future.
Absolutely, it's a great place to shoot. The weather this weekend was actually, for this time of year, was pretty nice. I think the wind helped, made it challenging, and created a good learning environment too for new shooters.